Hello everyone and welcome back to What If Disney, the place where we speculate all the rides and attractions we want to see come to Disney parks. Today we're diving into one of the newer Disney films, COCO. Up next. Alright, so the first thing I wanted to do here was just kind of go over what they currently have in the parks as far as COCO goes. So if you aren't already aware, within the Epcot theme park, under the Mexican Pavilion, they've already revamped it kind of to kind of be a COCO themed attraction. It's really cool. I highly suggest you go there. I love it there. Just in general, the Mexican Pavilion is a great place to hang out and to be in the parks. They really did a great job. There's tons of shops and everything to go look at stuff, and it's really a cool place. The Imagineers really knocked it out of the park with this one. I personally love the Mexican Pavilion. It's my favorite one. I always start there every time I go to Disney. But yeah, so I think they did a great job with that, and the way they implemented COCO into that is really cool. I highly suggest you go see it. They also have a ride there that's called the Grand Fiesta. It's kind of near the back, and it's very similar to It's a Small World with the slow moving water ride. But they also have like TV screens that kind of take you through a story almost. I'll try and put some pictures up. But yeah, it's a nice ride. It's enjoyable. It's definitely for little kids. I think the scenery is probably the best part about it. But yeah, in this video, what I wanted to do is kind of talk about how maybe Disney could revamp that also into a COCO theme, and also maybe some other ideas that are COCO themed that could be implemented into the parks. So yeah, the first idea is just simply to keep on revamping the Mexican Pavilion that they've already been doing with COCO. And like I said, I really love what they've been doing. I think they have some great ideas. They have a mirror where you can see yourself like in the Land of the Dead. I think that's so cool. And I think they can just revamp this water ride to also be COCO. I think they might have done a little bit, but I think just taking the whole ride over and just making everything COCO within the Mexican Pavilion makes a lot of sense. Just kind of complete it with like where they're going right now. And so yeah, I think that's definitely the best, or not the best option, but definitely the most viable option for Disney. Definitely a very cost-effective option. I wouldn't be surprised if they did this. Honestly, the way it's going, it seems likely that they'll do this. Yeah, I really think they've done a great job as far as COCO within the Mexican Pavilion, and so I would be excited to see them finish it up with finally revamping that whole Grand Fiesta water ride into a COCO themed water ride. So the next idea coming up here will focus on a little bit of a different concept. Alright, so the next idea I have for you is to kind of mix the Frozen sing-along with the Muppets Theater. They're both located in Hollywood Studios, so they kind of mix those two together and you can get a new attraction for COCO. I think this makes a lot of sense, especially since you're kind of getting a sing-along theater attraction for a music movie. This movie's all about music. That's one of the reasons I fell in love with this movie. Yeah, it's definitely makes a lot of sense as far as the fit of the attraction with the movie. You have a music movie, you have a theater attraction. I think it makes a lot of sense. So what I'm thinking is you can kind of do the same thing like you do in the Muppets. We put on the goggles and you see this 3D screen. But this time, instead of seeing the Muppets, obviously you'll see Miguel and maybe Hector, and they can be putting on a concert for you. And I think that would be really cool. I think there's a lot of potential there. You know, the Imagineers could definitely figure this out. You know, they have something very similar like in the Muppets attraction. But in addition, I think you can go a step further and you can add some creative elements. I had like two kind of ideas inside of the idea. And so one of them was, instead of putting on regular goggles like you would for the Muppet Show, you would put on maybe like goggles shaped like a skull or something. And it would be like the cast member would explain to you, yeah, you need to put on these special goggles, otherwise they'll know you're a human and you can't come into the Land of the Dead. I think that would be a really cool idea. Definitely a creative way to get the audience engaged. Disney loves to find these ways of getting their guests engaged and interacted into their experience. The other idea I had would be, I don't know if any of you guys in school have ever had like a little a desk that comes up out of your chair. But I know I have, and I was thinking maybe you could somehow get it to come up, and instead of being just a regular desk, you could make it into like some kind of like screen, and you could kind of strum guitar chords. I'll try and put a picture up so you see what I'm talking about. But I think you could kind of strum guitar chords, and maybe Miguel could like teach you along the way some chords, and then you can play along with him in the end. I think that'd be a really cool idea. Again, another interactive experience for the guests, and Disney's just known for getting their guests interactive into their experience. I think that would be definitely a great idea. Like I said, this movie and the theater attraction just makes sense. The music movie and the theater attraction is just is perfect. It's what COCO deserves, I think, in my opinion. Yeah, I think this could definitely be an addition to the Mexican Pavilion in some way. I think it would be really cool. I know I would personally love to see it come to life. It'd definitely be very similar to the Muppets Theater, but definitely also something you've never seen before as far as like the play along and sing along. I think it would be really cool. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And yeah, let me also know what you guys think of like future videos. And yeah, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.